Exclamation point! Curry again for three. Bang! Crossover, step back, three-pointer. Bang! We'll have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
This is Stephen Curry, the greatest shooter to walk the earth. But is that really the reason he is so loved? Let's find out. Steph should not be as good as he is. Based on statistics, Curry is below average on almost every aspect of players' genetics. Let's take a look. The average NBA player is 6'6". Curry, 6'2", making him a whole 4 inches shorter than the average. In fact, in the history of NBA, only 13% of players have been below 6'3". And I know you might say that height isn't everything, and I agree on that. Let's take a look at the other stats. For example, weight. Curry is standing at around 185 pounds, while the league average comes out to 215, making Curry a whole 30 pounds below the average. The same goes for strength, the vertical, and speed. Curry does not excel in any of these aspects of the game, which would make you think he is nothing special. What if I told you that it's been like that his whole life? Curry was never the fastest, the strongest, or the tallest player. In fact, not even close to being one of those. So how did the seemingly below average player become one of the greatest in the game? To find that answer, we need to take a trip to the past. Curry was born on March 14, 1988, in the city of Akron, Ohio, in the hospital by the name of Akron General Medical. And this isn't any regular hospital, because 4 years before Curry, a player by the name LeBron James was born there. Yeah, those nurses gave birth to not one, but two of the greatest modern players. That's insane. Steph was born in an NBA family. His father, Del Curry, was an NBA player for 16 years, from 86 to 02, making him a second-year player when Curry was born. And Steph's mother, Sonia, was also an athlete, playing multiple sports such as volleyball, basketball, and running track. So it's safe to say this wasn't your average family. And that showed fast. At the age of 6, Steph already started playing basketball in North Carolina, where he already showed glimpses of creative plays, behind the back pass being one of them, which only excelled with time. In 2006, Steph started playing college ball at Davidson, and that's where his shooting skills started showing. Steph was averaging 21.8 points per game his freshman year. As in the first year of playing, he broke the NCAA freshman record, making 122 threes in a single season, which later got broken by him in the last season at Davidson, making 162 threes in a single year. He ended the 2006 season winning SoCon Freshman of the Year and SoCon Tournament MVP. His stats increased each season, ending his college journey with these stats across 3 years: 25.3 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and 1.2 steals, while shooting an amazing 41.2% from 3. But a lot of people and scouts had doubts about Curry because of his size and athleticism, and his injury-prone ankles, which would later be a huge problem for Curry. Nonetheless, Curry went to the 2009 draft combine and got selected with the 7th pick by the Golden State Warriors, where the legend of Curry we know now began. And Curry did not disappoint the Bay. First year, he averaged 17.5 points per game, almost 6 assists, and 2 steals a game, also showing the NBA a glimpse of the future by breaking the rookie three-pointer record. With 166 three-pointers made, he beat a Blazer player by the name of Rudy Fernandez, who made 158 the year before that. With these stats, Curry got nominated for Rookie of the Year award, on which he unfortunately got beat by Tyreke Evans. Tyreke averaged near 26 and 5, so it was a well-deserved win for Tyreke. The next season was more or less the same numbers with increased efficiency. But in 2011, the problem started. Curry only played in a total of 26 games that season. Yeah, one injury after another, which all led to surgery on April 25th, 2012. At the time, ankle injuries had already shortened careers for better players than Steph. There was real conversation about whether he'd stay healthy long enough to matter, but the outcome to the surgery couldn't have been better. Adjusted training and smoother play style got Curry back on the court in better form than before. What followed next, no one could have expected. The surgery was supposed to be the end, but while the league doubted him, Curry rebuilt himself, not by getting bigger, not by getting faster, but by getting smarter. He changed how he played, how he moved, how he trained. And when he finally came back, something was different. At first, it didn't look impressive. No flashy dunks, no overpowering drives, just shots, and a lot of them. From deeper, quicker, and with less space than anyone thought was possible. Defenders started guarding him at half court, and we all know that didn't matter. What followed wasn't just success, it was a shift. The Warriors stopped playing traditional basketball, the league slowly followed. Spacing changed, shot selection changed, even how kids practiced the game changed, all because of one player who wasn't supposed to dominate in the first place. Then came the wins. Playoff runs turned into finals appearances, appearances turned into championships, not because he was the biggest, not because he was the strongest, but because he was undeniable. In the span of 12 years, Curry became an 11-time All-Star, a 4-time champion, 2-time MVP, and one of those being a history-breaking first ever unanimous MVP, as well as becoming the number one on the three-pointer record list, and so much more. If you would have said that Curry would achieve this in 2009, the whole world would have laughed in your face. 17 years later, we can't imagine him being anything less. But greatness alone doesn't make someone loved. There have been plenty of great players in NBA history, more athletic, more dominant, more physically gifted. Yet, very few are loved the way Steph Curry is. So why? Because Curry didn't just win. He made people believe. Believe that you didn't have to be born different, that you didn't have to overpower anyone, that you didn't have to fit the mold. For the first time, kids weren't pretending to be the strongest on the court, they were pretending to be the smartest. Steph didn't look like a superhero, he looked like someone you could actually beat. A kid shooting from a crooked driveway, a high school player being overlooked, a college star nobody fully trusted. He was relatable, and that mattered. Then there was the joy. The smile after the deep three, the shrug when he couldn't believe it went in, the way he celebrated with his teammates, not above them. Curry played the game like he loved it, and you could feel that. He didn't embarrass defenders with power, he embarrassed them with skill, with movement, with timing, with precision. And even while breaking defenses, he made it look fun. He changed the culture. The three-pointer became a weapon, the underdog became dangerous, the impossible shot became normal. Every gym changed, every pick-up game changed, every kid started pulling from deep. Not because coaches wanted them to, but because Steph showed them it was possible. And maybe that's the real reason he's so loved. Not the rings, not the records, not even the shooting, but the fact that he gave people permission to dream differently.